Another edition of Reed's Ranch, Tuesday, August 12th. Seth Hughes joins me down in Alabama. What's up, Seth?
Not much, John. It's good to see you. It's good to hear your voice, as per usual.
Look, if you're watching the video, which you might have to be watching on the video because it might be the only way we're on air for a while. It's been a shitty day. Spotify axed me.
Why?
And, well, let them tell it it's because I'm infringing on copyrights. Let me tell it it's because I guess I didn't pay close enough attention. But you know how, like, for a long, forever we put songs at the end of our episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, very, very, very rarely. Like, one time I put Drake on there and, like, SoundCloud said, hey, you can't do that. So, like, I took it down. But, like, that was pretty much the only time I ever got in trouble. And then, like, at the beginning of the year, Spotify really started cracking down and, like, flagged me, like, on, like, 6 episodes of old podcasts. And was like, hey, we detected a copyright issue at the end but with this song. You can either go back, edit it, take the song out, and put it back up, or we'll just take the song down, the track down. I was like, that's a podcast from 2 years ago. There's like 6 episodes. Just take them down. No one's going to go back and listen to Post Missouri in 2023 or whatever. But like, if you've noticed, I haven't been putting songs at the end of podcasts anymore for that reason. And then just today, I got an email from Spotify saying, like, I had canceled my subscription, like the Hulu bundle that I've had since 2015, and that it would end tomorrow. And I was like, okay, that's weird, but maybe Hulu decided they were done with this deal. Maybe Spotify was done with this bundle. But then I got an email directly after that, like, from the infringement case saying that, like, I violate their policy and they're kicking me off of Spotify. So, like, they kicked my personal account out I listened to music on, and they shut down just my account in general, which I hosted this podcast, the world's greatest podcast in America, a couple other ones at the station. Like, my account's just gone completely.
I assume you are protesting?
Well, I filed an appeal and was just like, please don't do this. I literally said, I beg you, like, please. I was like, I'll be a good boy. I was like, I don't put music at the end anymore. Like, I didn't know I was doing anything wrong. Like, I thought we were good. I thought everything was fine. Like, I'm not trying to steal anybody's stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you stopped doing it.
Yeah, I was like, you said I couldn't play music. Like, it's fine. I quit playing music. So, like, we'll see. Like, I haven't heard anything back. I imagine that'll take a couple days. So, don't say anything that might get you fired or anything, because the only way this might be able to go out is on YouTube.
Well, you can put it on Patreon.
Yeah, no, I know. But I would still like the non-patrons to get some episode as well.
For sure. Okay.
So, yeah, like, this might just have to be on YouTube for today, and then I'll look around and try to find somewhere to put the audio. I might also put it on the Fox Sports Knoxville feed. Boss won't have a problem with that, to at least have the audio version. But, yeah, very annoying, Plus, people are talking shit about me on the internet today. That was tough. I did get a small win where I thought that this, because usually I've been recording at the radio station where all the equipment I stole I've been storing up for a decade. I was going to do it there, but I came home instead, and I was having to do it old school, and I was worried that I couldn't plug this camera in and my microphone and my charger, because, of course, my computer's like on 30%. So I was like, oh, God. People are going to be mad when I tell them we can't podcast or that we only got like 20 minutes in because we can't do the video. We got to do video, I told you, because we're on YouTube. I was like, and I got to charge my computer because it's on 30%. But all's well that ends okay. We're fine. We got a small victory here. So,
have you heard of, like USB extenders,
I tried one time, and it was like through Apple. And I tried it with my old lady's old Mac that she was like going to give me the podcast on, so I could just kind of have that set up, but I couldn't get it to, to like read. Like, it's fine. It's got a place for a USB, two USB-Cs. Like, I don't fucking know, man. Like, all's well that ends okay. I don't know if it was another at one point I couldn't have all this plugged in at one time, but Maybe that was at the studio or something. I don't know. Everything's good.
Regardless, the shirt looks good. The shirt, to come back full circle, the shirt looks good.
The shirt looks good. I don't have any extras, though, so if you were snoozing, I might have you a medium, Seth, because I try to take care of my boy. But anyone, for all your women that sleep over, I don't have any extra for them for T-shirts when they sleep over. So
it looks very good. The Roman numerals are they're sharp.
Thank you.
Roman numerals are sharp.
I like the color green. It makes my eyes pop. So everything's good over here, other than people talking shit on the internet, and maybe we don't have a quarterback. Which is why people started talking shit on the internet, because I had said that I was told that like the quarterback battle's over for Merklinger and like it's Joey's job. So then that led to people wanting to talk shit.
You posted that in the Discord last night. Patreon.com/ReadsRants 2 nights ago. Okay.
2 nights ago. But then I talked about it on the radio on Monday.
Okay. Because I was curious as to how it migrated.
No, I talked about it on Monday on the radio, just of like, hey, you know what? Because enough people are saying it. Like, I don't think it's anything.
It's what we've been saying.
Yeah, I'm not even like asking. Like, I wouldn't like even take credit for breaking the news. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't take credit for. Like, I wasn't looking for credit. It wasn't like I was trying to do a report. I'm just like, hey, everybody says the scrimmage went really, really shitty for Jake Merklinger. I was told that pretty much disqualified him from the quarterback battle. That, like, hey, it's Aguilar's job now. And you know, it's not, if you want to pretend like George McIntyre has a chance of winning it out, feel free to live in that reality or that fantasy land. But I was like, you know, he's not going to be the game one starter. So I was like, Joey's going to get the first shot. Like, That's what I've been told, which is true.
I would say
multiple people. And yeah, somebody started a thread, which led to, of course, people like saying, oh, he's a jackass. Oh, he's an idiot.
Well, you're a thief.
Apparently I'm a thief. That was a new one. That was a new one. And then, you know, like, whatever. I don't have a problem people calling me a jackass or a know-it-all or annoying. Like, all those things are fine when you're in the content business, you know. But, like, the only thing I was really concerned about that I saw was that, somebody accused me of being a thief. A thief of radio equipment. Like,
who steals radio equipment?
The only person I could think of, and it wasn't even me that thought of it, because I was racking my brain legitimately. I was like, who the hell would be accusing me of stealing radio equipment? But then someone mentioned our old producer, Davis.
That's exactly what I was going to say, was Davis.
And, like, I haven't really talked to Davis, you know, since me and him ended our podcast relationship. And he was mad at me when I ended the podcast relationship, because it was really me ending the radio relationship. And, like, he got mad at me because at one point I was like, hey, man, I'll try to pay you to be my radio producer, but keep in mind, like, hey, I'm not really making any money here. I'm working on commission, so I got to get the sales going. But, like, it was like $200 a week, and then after, like, 2 weeks, I was like, I'm paying him $400. I was like, hell, he's making more than I am right now doing radio. I was like, hey, man, I was like, you can stay on. I was like, but I can't keep paying you moving forward. And, like, he was, like, mad about it, but I was like, I get it. I understand that you're disappointed, but I was like, here's what I owe you. Here you go. I was like, moving forward, like, I'm not going to be able to pay you. And that was it. And he got really mad about it. And, you know, it kind of ended our relationship. But that's the only thing financial that I could think of. Like, no radio equipment was stolen, no headphones. It's funny because if you go back and
he tried to delete everything. Well, he tried to steal our intellectual property.
Well, and I'm not even trying to bash him because I don't know. Like, this could be something that he said 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I'm not trying to, like, open up a scab and have him mad, but, like if you go back and listen to the podcast after we broke up with Davis, I was doing them all at our old ass radio station on, like, remote equipment, or, like, on our board after 8 p.m. so I could go in after the late show and switch over the settings. It wasn't like I was sitting on a gold mine of radio equipment that I apparently stole.
Like, you certainly didn't give it to me.
Yeah, like, as you see, it's just like this little microphone and some headphones. Like, we've had different microphones over the years, which that was the crazy part. Is like, if you want to say I'm an asshole, sure. I've been an asshole to some people. I feel most of the time that when I've been an asshole to people, it's been justified. But, yeah, like, accusing me of stealing somebody's shit, whenever the guy was trying to help me get started, as if I didn't already do radio in 2015, by the way, was also pretty funny. Or in 2014 or 13. That was rich. But, yeah. So that actually made me mad today. That had me rolled up pretty good. And like again, I'm not even trying to like rehash any beef with Davis. I'm sure somebody that still listens to the podcast is in contact with him. I got no ill will towards him unless he's actively going around and telling people that. Because like I consider him somebody I was too good to, somebody I tried to like be too good to, like paying him $200 a week to do 15 hours of radio is kind of crazy at that time, especially when I'm doing it all by myself. So like that, whatever. But anyways, we ain't got no quarterback from what I hear. I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah.
The defense is always ahead of the offense at this point, though. So, like, that's the only thing I'm taking solace in.
Yeah, so I texted Luke on Monday, and I said, I want you to mark this date down because I'm officially very worried about quarterback. And I want to say two things. One, we really don't know what happened other than the pick six. With Aguilar, we don't really know what happened. Nobody's there to watch. The defense is always going to do better. We have a very good defensive line yet again. We have very good cornerbacks, even without McCoy playing. We've got a really good linebacker in Arion Carter. The defense is going to be better than an offense that has a brand new offensive line, a brand new quarterback, and brand new wide receivers. Now, I will say, I like what people say about the offensive line. I'm liking what I'm seeing about the offensive line. Of course, the defensive line is going to be better in the first scrimmage, but based on everything I've read, I think the offensive line is going to be pretty good.
I've got a lot of confidence in them.
I think that there's a chance they're very good. I think there's a chance the offensive line is very good, which all of a sudden when you get into that territory, things are made a lot easier on the quarterback. All that being said about how we don't know, blah, blah, it's not good that the quarterback that everyone is talking about is the third stringer true freshman that everyone knows does not have a chance of starting game one.
Yeah.
That's what's bad to me. Like if you listen to the VolQuest podcast from today, they are just showering praise on George McIntyre, talking about how he's a dog, how he's like an alpha. They're just going on and on about George. That's great. That's tremendous news for the program. That's tremendous news for the football program. It is tremendous news that he did so well in the scrimmage. But everyone knows in 2.5 weeks, he ain't the starting quarterback. Now, to me, what the scrimmage changed is that I would say there's a chance you could see George McIntyre this year.
Yeah. Because
Hub said last night, hey, if Aguilar's hurt, they will split time between Merklinger and McIntyre. That's a massive change. That is a massive change from 2 weeks ago.
Well, I'd also say it kind of lines up with what I said about the battle being over. It's the guys who are in the know and the guys who are, I mean, no disrespect, helping control the message, helping get the fans ready for the message. Like all of a sudden it's been a lot less, hey, it's even, hey, it's a battle, and it's more like, hey, get ready for Joey, to the point where it's like, hey, if Joey's hurt, you might see George play.
Well, it was also the players talking about Merck too.
Sure, and I'm not saying.
It does seem like the scrimmage just cratered his chances.
And yeah, I'm not saying that it wasn't a quarterback battle at all. Like I went into Saturday scrimmage thinking it was a battle. I talked about it all last week on Talk Sports every day from 7 to 10 a.m. Although soon, in a couple weeks, that's going to be 8 to 11 a.m. There's a little FANRUN exclusive behind the curtains for you. I get an extra hour of sleep. But like I've been talking about it, and I think Merklinger had a chance. Some of the reports out there say that he got to go first with the first team in the scrimmage.
What
on
happened?
Saturday? He shit the bed, man. Like
he was that bad.
That's. Again, me and you're not there, and like there's not even too many people there, but that's what all the reports are, just that he dropped the ball. Like he just couldn't play. And that was kind of the same thing that happened to him in the orange and white game too. Like he just didn't play well in those moments.
Because Daniel Hood's brother Colton had a pick six against Joey, right? It was Colton Hood, right?
I believe so, yes.
And so Aguilar threw a pick six, and he was that much better than Merklinger?
I'm just telling you.
He must have been real. So I have no issues with interceptions if we're going to throw some touchdowns. I'll take the extra interceptions if that means we're really going to stretch the field this year. So I'd rather see Aguilar sling it around. But if it's a really bad, I don't know how bad the pick six was. I don't know how bad the pick, whatever. It was one interception, whatever. It happened to go back for 6, but he threw a pick 6 and he was still that much better than Merklinger. That's bad. Merklinger must have been bad.
And again, like the conversations have all turned to like Joey. Like, Joey,
oh yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over. Like I said, I mean, to me, like I said, when the quarterback being talked about is entirely the true freshman that everyone knows cannot start game 1, that's bad. Now, I told my dad this last week before the scrimmage because he was saying, McIntyre's just not going to be ready. And I said, okay, that's fine. But it never really seemed like like when David Sanders stepped on campus, it was like, okay, hey, we have 8 months to get you ready because we know you're starting at right tackle. And now there definitely wasn't that urgency when George got to campus because you had Nico. But once Nico left in April, I never really felt it, and it's tough to say for me, who knows, but it just didn't seem like there was a lot of urgency around McIntyre, like making sure he was as ready as possible. Well, now here you are, and you're halfway through August, and he was the best quarterback in the scrimmage. And it was against the second and the third strings, I know, whatever. Like, he's the quarterback people are talking about.
Josh is going out of his way to say it's a 3-person race. And, he said that at SEC Media Days. Now, he did struggle to remember George's name. He knew Joey and Jake and had to think for a second and before saying McIntyre. And then a couple weeks after that, there was a ladies' night at Neyland Stadium where they were doing a big fundraiser for, some of the friends and family close to the program. And, Mike Keith was there and a bunch of the team moms were there. And Josh reiterated that night that it's really a wide open 3-man race. Like he's been trying to keep that door open for George. I don't know if that's as much of a compliment for George as it is maybe a problem for Joey not being able to slam the door shut on a skinny green true freshman
who he's 6 years older than, by the way.
Right. Like that's a little alarming.
I think it's
go ahead.
I mean, it is alarming. We knew we weren't going to get Hendon Hooker quarterback play. He is what he is.
No, but I do wonder if everybody's still as confident that it's going to be better than last year. Because, that was pretty much what everybody said last year, or, this last couple months after Nico left, was that, Nico wasn't very good. Quarterback play will be better next year, because I'm not so confident in that as we sit here right now.
What I'm concerned right now about Aguilar is, can he improve as he grasps the offense more and more? That's what I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, we weren't there. We don't know. But it's just, to me, it's not good that the quarterback that everyone's talking about is George McIntyre. I mean, Brent Hubbs, I love him. I love Brent Hubbs. I love him. He works for UT. He works for UT. He sits beside Mike Keith and Ramon Foster in that booth. So, I mean, it is what it is. He's an employee of UT, and he's out here just waxing poetic about George McIntyre. I mean, that's good. That's really good. But it don't help us in 2.5 weeks.
No, but it's good to give him the ego boost that maybe he's the backup, because it seems to me that it's pretty obvious that Merklinger is not going to be here next year.
Yeah, he's gone.
So at this point, you're doing some damage control.
And so this is why,
George next year.
When I see people talk about coaches and it's like, guys, they have no choice with the portal. Alabama knew that Ty Simpson was going to be the starter. For the last 9 months, they knew it. And they strung it along until the middle of August because he needs a quarterback room.
Yeah.
He needs a quarterback room. What is Kalen DeBoer supposed to do? Go into the season with 2 quarterbacks? I mean, you want 3. You have to. So, what? Of course, they're going to string it along. I mean, my goodness. Nobody's going to be out here announcing. I'm surprised DeBoer. I'm honestly surprised DeBoer announced it as early as he did.
I do think there's some value, though, to announcing it.
I do, too.
Now. Like, I was fine. I said on the radio, Talk Sports, that I'm fine with having the actual position battles if there's actually true quarterback competition, if there's true competition on the offensive line. Like, I want any position battle, though, to be settled, 10 days into camp, though. And we're getting close to that 10-day mark. And, basically by Saturday, the second scrimmage, second weekend, second full week, you got to have an answer by then and let somebody hopefully step up and lead the team. If it's Joey Aguilar, for better or worse, I want Joey Aguilar getting every first-team rep. If it's Sam Pendleton at starting center, I want him getting every starting center rep and have the other guards figure it out.
Well, I mean, it sounds like – so your offensive line is set. Your offensive line is set. Sounds like a quarterback is set. They just haven't said it. But they basically said the offensive line is set.
Is it going to be?
It's going to be Hurd, Moy, Pendleton, Perry, Sanders, or maybe I bet Moy is beside Sanders and Perry's beside Hurd.
Confusing our Polynesians. It's
Mo.
The defensive guy.
I'm going to guess Mo is beside Sanders, but I don't know that. I think Mo can play both. They talked about this too.
Right. They said he could play either guard.
But they love, and I will say, I think that we will all come around to the fact that they just did a great job in finding Jesse Perry.
Now, if they land him and turn him into a stud, I mean, that's a huge win for Glenn Ellerby, right? He's got so many.
It's a massive.
If he's able to actually take a 3-star
wing T offensive lineman, and he's your third offensive tackle. He's your third offensive tackle.
And he was great. He was ranked in the 700s in terms of a prospect. If he can come in and be a starter in year 2, right?
Yeah, he's a redshirt freshman
for him. Yeah,
it's a
big win.
And they love him. I think he's going to be really good. Everyone seems really positive about Hurd. So, it sounds like a quarterback set. I mean, I think. To me, the wide receivers is how much is Radar Jackson going to play? How much is Travis Smith going to play?
Travis Smith, they talked good about him coming out of the scrimmage, at least. At least Pete Nakos did. And
it sounds like Radarius Jackson is going to be – he sounds pretty good too.
Yeah, I didn't see anything specifically about him.
So they were talking about him on the podcast more. To me, it's like how much did the freshmen push – Brazel and Matthews, and you got Staley on the inside. Of course, you got to get these guys healthy.
If Staley's hamstrings can hold up.
Now, it sounds like Deshaun Brame is going to be pretty awesome.
Yep, they're talking him up too.
And to me, it sounds like he is your second tight end.
I was going to say, has he already passed Ethan Davis?
I think he's already passed Ethan Davis. So it sounds like some of these young guys, they keep talking about, Travis Smith, Radar Jackson, Deshaun Brame. They keep talking about the defensive lineman, Ethan Utley, the guy you flipped from Clemson. What's his name? Isaiah Campbell. It sounds like they got some
dogs. If this team is going to actually be really good, then you have to have those young guys hit.
Sounds like the freshmen are pretty good.
But it does feel like, Seth, as you talk about them, this freshman class could be the ones that, because you're going to stack another good class behind them, this next year. If you can continue that roster retention, this could be the type of top end talent that can get you back to the actual elite tier.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, it sounds really positive about you. We spent this entire time talking about these true freshmen. You
throw in George McIntyre on top of that, and he can ball.
Yeah,
or Brandon can ball.
Perry, Jesse Perry's a freshman. David, we haven't hardly mentioned David Sanders.
Right. You could really have the makings of something special here. The hope is you got to have some production this year, though, from this quarterback. It
comes down to Aguilar.
6 years older. He can't let this crater. He's got to keep it afloat. You got to go 9-3 to keep the momentum going. 9-3. I'm not even saying that's a successful season, but I think
it maintains. It maintains.
Yeah, I feel like it right now. Everybody in their heart of hearts would lock in 9-3. just to avoid the bottom falling out. You make a face. You say no because like I was not with you 2 weeks ago, but like I've been beaten down by these practice reports, brother.
DJ Lagway ain't even practicing, and we're locking in 9-3. John Mateer is running an illegal gambling ring. DJ Lagway, he ain't practiced since their bowl game, and we're locking in 9-3. We have a Rodney Garner defensive line.
Okay, you're calling me pussy. All right, maybe I need this.
No, I'm just surprised.
Buddy, I'm just talking about you got me so excited talking about the freshmen.
It's saturation. You're around it so much all day, every day.
Maybe that's it. And look, don't boo me. Don't boo me.
I'm not booing you.
No, the audience, don't boo me. I've had a rough day. They accused me of theft, over $500. That's a felony. Don't pile on. But I'm just like I am browbeaten. I am down on the quarterback position, and you're right that ultimately even below average quarterback play should get you to 9-3 against this schedule. DJ
Lagway is not practicing. He is not practicing. He has been injured. It is August the 12th, right?
Well, that's the problem is we don't play Florida early this year. Like
he ain't been healthy all season, all year. He ain't been healthy all year.
But if he is going to get healthy, it'd probably be by November, no?
Well, at that point, we talked about his stats. I mean, who even knows?
I know. I need to follow up. I've just had a rough day. Okay. I've just had a rough day.
Well, I'm trying to get you followed up. I thought the rankings were ridiculous. The rankings were ridiculous that came out yesterday.
You got me talking about these freshmen, and you got me talking about just us being back to being championship good, and if we could stack that class, this upcoming class, and it doesn't fall apart, and it stays at 9-3, and there stays some juice, then you can, maybe actually win a championship in a couple years. I'm just trying to avoid 7-5 and everything falling apart because Boo's Mama's going to be posting, and you got to worry about how the locker room reacts if there's some early season struggles.
Can we go ahead? Can I go ahead and say that I'm ready for Boo Carter's tenure at UT to be over?
I think at this point everyone probably agrees.
I'm ready for these 12 games. I'm ready for him to go out there at nickelback. Make some plays. Don't even sound like he's returning punts. Because another freshman is Dwayne Morris. There we go.
You might not get 12 games out of him, brother. You might not have to wait too much longer.
Yeah, but can I say that? I'm ready for it to be over just based on his mom's Facebook posts. I know that's bad. I mean, I know it has nothing to do with him, but like, come on.
Yeah.
What was that? He got 8 players drafted. And he went. What did he go in the Big 12?
He didn't get 8 players drafted either. Like I think she's just counting people that got picked up on like preseason undrafted practice squads too. I'm pretty sure.
What did she keep saying? I'm not a UT fan. I'm a Boo fan.
Yeah.
And go freeze your ass off in Boulder then.
Dion wouldn't put up with that shit either.
No. Dion makes him tuck their shirt in.
Yeah, Dion ain't gonna put up with that shit. Josh has been pretty nice, pretty lenient.
I mean, what? Josh made him go to the hospital.
Yeah, he had to go do a little.
I guess. I mean, he might have caught a right hook from Arion Carter.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this experiment to be over, which is a shame because he had such a great freshman campaign. But I am interested to see Dwayne Morris return kicks. Return punts. I just hate only using a true freshman just to return punts. Like,
you mean like wasting a redshirt year,
or just like because like it's like Dwayne Morris is not going to get any carries out of the backfield. They've got 3 running backs, but apparently he's so good with the ball in his hands. We want to put him back there to return punts.
We don't want a redshirt senior running back, anyways.
Well,
so
it's not even
get back there and touch. Let him get back there and try to make a play doing something because, like,
yeah, I agree.
You just gotta assume. I mean, like, the red shirt again. We don't want a red shirt senior running back really, but also like you gotta let guys play and you gotta let guys try to contribute if you want to try to keep them down the line. And you gotta, like we've been talking about, Tennessee's going to play a bunch of freshmen, so let's get as many of them out there on the field that can contribute in any way possible.
Because like I really like Peyton Lewis. I think Peyton Lewis is going to be a good running back.
I ain't seen too many people talking about him so far this offseason. It's been a lot about Deshaun Bishop, and then, Nakos has really been beating the Star Thomas drum, talking about how awesome he apparently has looked.
Well, I would like to use Star Thomas the way they used Dylan Sampson in 23. Like, to me, Dylan Sampson was incredible last year, but he lost some of the spark he had because he had to be used as a bowling ball, as a battering ram.
Yeah, he didn't have much breakaway speed last year.
Because and how could he? How could he?
Right.
He was having to tote the rock nonstop.
Right.
So, which is a shame because Dylan Sampson was just so dynamic in 2023.
Yeah, that was definitely missing.
So I would like to use Star Thomas in that way. I mean, yeah, Deshaun Bishop, I know, but I just assume Peyton Lewis is going to be the best running back on the team.
And I guess I owe you an apology, by the way. Boomer says that it's that Wendell Moe is pronounced Moy.
So I felt like I wasn't making that up, but every time you said it, I was like, no, that's how it's spelled.
Well,
the way it's spelled M-O-E.
Yeah, I don't listen to other podcasts that cover the Vols. I don't want to steal anybody's take. So my bad if I've been making you look dumb. I'll fall on the sword here. I guess I'm uneducated. Apologies to you. Thank you, Boomer. Now you gotta be careful with Boomer. Sometimes he's not, he's not exactly accurate. He tried to tell me O'Neal Cruz was just as good as Ellie De La Cruz, and last I checked, O'Neal's batting like 207 or something like that. So you gotta be careful with Boomer. You gotta be careful with him. But I might owe you an apology. I'll quit.
It's Moy. It's Moy.
Okay, my fault. Well, I've been
per the pronunciation guide on UT Sports.
I've never even thought to check it. I checked it for some other guys, but I ain't checked it for Wendell Moy. So I got to go and correct myself on the radio too. I've been sounding like a dumbass.
We have an ear beside Christian Gass's name. Do we really need to figure out how to pronounce that?
You might.
So
same, different spelling, same pronunciation. Who would have thought? I guess
so
Seth did. I guess Seth knew about that. Let's get to some patron questions. Patreon.com/Reed's Ranch. If enough patrons only, or maybe like new patrons only. Not that they'll only get it, but if a lot of people sign up and they're like, I'm only signing up because I want to buy a shirt, maybe I'll do another batch. I got to have at least like 12 people say they want a shirt, but new patrons better sign up and ask for one if they want one. Patreon.com/Reed's Ranch. Some new patrons to shout out. New $5 patron, Patrick Whalen.
Shout out, brother Patrick Whalen. We love you and appreciate you.
New $10 patron who used to be a $10 patron for a long time. I guess he fell off and realized it, but he gets a shout out. My boy, Mark Yarbrough.
Shout out, brother Mark Yarbrough. We love you and appreciate you.
And new $10 patron, Ben Clare. Ben's my boy from back home. Always love when somebody from like my high school, my neck of the woods listens to the podcast and supports. So big shout out to my boy, Ben Clare.
Shout out to brother Ben. We love you and appreciate you.
All right, let's hit a couple questions.
Brother AJ, a.k.a. Fish Boy, asks, this is an outrageous question. One of them is, first of all, well, this over under 8.5 tight end touchdowns. That to me seems wildly.
Over under what? 8.5 for what?
Tight end touchdowns.
I mean, it's got to be under, right?
Yeah. Unless we're giving the ball. Are we counting rushing? Because there for a while last year we used Kitzelman as a running back.
He did score one against Georgia, didn't he?
He did score one against Georgia.
How many did he have last year?
I don't know. They took one away against North Carolina State. I ain't forgot about it. Nico's best throw of his career at UT.
I was going to say that might have been Nico's best play. They took it away. I got to go under there, Fish Boy. Now, if you make it 5.5, 6.5, we might have a conversation, but I don't actually think Brame's going to be out there catching more than like one touchdown. Maybe mop-up duty.
You know what I'd love to see again, though?
Some scrub. Go ahead.
The first several years of Heupel, we would get to the point, you know how, we would get rolling downhill, and we would just be pounding the rock. We'd be pounding the rock, and all of a sudden, we'd get in the red zone, and we would do that delayed play action where Hennon would just keep it in the stomach of the running back, keep it in the stomach of the running back, and then he would sneak it back out, and he would just do a little pop pass to the tight end. We ran the hell out of that play for touchdowns. I want to see that play again. It is so pretty. It is one of my favorite plays that Heupel runs. It works so well. It always fools them. We ran it with Jacob Warren. What was the other? Princeton Fant. Like, I want to run that play again. That's what I want. That's what I want out of the tight ends. I don't know what the technical term is for. I'm sure
just a play action pop pass is what it sounds like.
I'm sure that Power T Tate can tell me, but it's beautiful. I want to see that again. Brother CB, a.k.a. Colts beat reporter, a.k.a.
I'd love to have a quarterback as cool under pressure as Hendon Hooker was.
Wasn't he the best?
We ain't had one of those in the last couple seasons.
Wasn't he the best, man?
You knew he was special at the time, but maybe we didn't appreciate him even enough.
Brother CB, a.k.a. Colts beat reporter, a.k.a. Mr. Negativity, asks, a month from now, and it'll be Georgia week, what will you be telling yourself that week for optimism that we can beat the Dogs?
I think this question is very simple. It's, well, A, Gunnar Stockton ain't really been on the road before and played in an environment in Neyland Stadium. And also, B, it's in Neyland Stadium. And, yeah, I know Georgia's beaten you there before, but, like, the teams ain't really been even, right? The teams weren't even in 21. I don't think the teams were even in 23. You hope that this year the teams are a little bit more even in the trenches with Wendell Moy and David Sanders and five-star Lance Hurd. And then, of course, like you said, Rodney Garner's boys on the defensive line. You hope that you're not getting dominated in there the same way you were the other two matchups.
I'm going to say that.
To me, it's that simple. It's just Neyland magic.
I'm going to be saying the same thing I've been saying for the previous 8 months of this year. Gunnar Stockton ain't played a road game. They don't play anybody before they play us. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it happens. I think writing that game off is absurd because he ain't played a road game. And Kirby's awesome. I'm sure one thing I normally have a much better grasp of other teams' rosters at this point of the year, of like Alabama, Georgia, Florida. Man, I know nothing about these teams. Like, I just assume that Alabama's defense is going to be a lot better, or why are they being ranked high? They started 1 million freshmen last year.
Yeah.
They were all 5-star, so I just assume their defense is going to be a lot better. It has to be to justify this ranking they're getting and where they're being picked at. But, like, I don't know anything about Georgia. I don't know anything about Florida besides DJ Lagway. Like, so I know Georgia's going to be super talented. I mean, are their wide receivers going to be able to catch the ball? Who is their top running back? Is it McIntosh? I couldn't tell you. So I'll be telling myself the same thing I've been saying. Gunnar Stockton's first ever road game is in the toughest place to play in the SEC. Period.
Simple as, folks. Neyland magic. Damn it! I can't find the folder I'm looking for. I had me an ongoing thing with every like SEC big opponent we had with them broken down. I did some notes to be ready, but does it do me any good if I can't find the fucking thing? Anyways, keep going.
First of all, I need to pronounce a mea culpa to Brother AJ, aka Fish Boy.
I think you're a little hard on that. Question wasn't that bad. I think it's going to be close to
eight tight end touchdowns last year, 9 in 2023, 8 in 2022. I apologize.
I helped pile on just because it's a bit to be mean to AJ, but like I was kind of thinking it's going to be close. That's why I said if you put it at like 6.5 or 7, you're.
I apologize.
Mean to AJ.
I apologize.
He's a loyal patron. He's one of our best boys. We're a little tough on the guy, and he takes it.
Oh, he's a tremendous human being.
I know. I love AJ. We give him shit when it's merited, but like it didn't feel merited there. Like, yeah, like CB, Mr. Negativity. Like he's earned that, over the last year. Like he's earned it. Fish Boy has earned most of his ridicule, but every now and then CB will have a positive take, and Fish Boy won't say something really, really fucking stupid. And I'm glad that you apologized to him because I feel guilty for going along with it.
Brother Mason asks, thoughts on the Ice Cube War of the Worlds movie?
Have you watched it yet?
No, but I have read absolutely nothing good about it. It looks terrible.
It's got for a while it had a 0%.
Why did they remake this movie already?
Buddy, I think the only thing that makes sense is that I saw that it was basically a COVID movie. So they're trying to make movies, where you couldn't get out and do anything, like you're just doing it on a computer screen. And I guess they're like, hey, we got this idea already, let's make it. And then I guess it was so bad that they're like, hey, we can't even release this during COVID. But I'm sure there's some type of tax implication for releasing it years later. Like, hey, let's just get it off the books, get it out of here.
Well, what was
currently has 3% from the critics and 21% from the audience.
The Tom Cruise War of the Worlds movie? That was a Spielberg movie, I believe. And after that, Spielberg was like, I will never work with Tom Cruise again.
Okay.
Like his handlers on set, the Scientology handlers on set were just too much. Spielberg was like, I'll never work with him again.
Well, like there was bad reports of Tom, just like from the Top Gun 2 stuff, where basically they rented out a big, what was it, Navy? What is Top Gun? Is it Navy, Air Force? What the hell is it? Marines?
Are they Navy Marines? Fighter pilots?
Yeah, maybe that's it. They basically rented out one of those big ass ships, or he didn't rent it out. He went on board with like actual real Army men or Navy men, midshipmen,
seamen, yeah, midshipmen.
But like he was trying to be one of the boys, but like then shut down the gym for a week, and only he could go to it. Like none of the other guys could go use the gym. He wanted it to be for private use. Like,
and then the U.S. Navy just let him do that.
Yeah. From the reports I saw, let me see if I can Google it.
We need to get Brother Sloth to intervene. That's bad form on part of our on the part of our Navy.
Cruise. I hate Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise rents out Navy ship. Let's see what I can find here. All right, let's see. Numerous sources that rented ships. Maybe it was for Mission Impossible instead of Top Gun. Actually, yeah, maybe it was. Okay, let's see here. They filmed part of this on the ship. Okay, yeah. So I've uncovered that it was. Who knows? There's some stuff where he rents out a boat, but I gotta get to the bottom of it. Navy lends carrier to Tom Cruise for new mission. Yeah, the Navy gave him a boat in 2023 on an aircraft carrier in the Adriatic Sea.
Pretty. I bet that was nice weather. Did you see Weapons? Questions? Did you go see Weapons?
Yeah, I went to see Weapons. Spoiler-free review. Spoiler-free review. Give people more time to see it, but what do you got?
I liked it a lot. A lot of the criticism I've seen of it has been pretty dumb, I think. Just criticism of the antagonist being, transphobic or anti-feminist.
Wait, what?
Yes, there's a big thing on Twitter this week, over the weekend, about how the antagonist, she is, it's transphobic because of what she looks like. And also, like, of course, the slight spoiler alert, the bad person is a woman. Because
I feel like that is a spoiler, brother.
Okay, well then bleep it out.
I can't. We don't have any. I can't. We don't have any editing thing for.
Well, they know that it has to be a man or a woman.
No, they don't. It could be an entity. Fuck! I said no spoilers. I should have known you couldn't handle this.
That's not really.
Did you watch any of the trailers?
Yeah.
Did you see this person in any of the
trailers?
I
Yes, I did.
Where?
She is in it for okay.
Where?
Well, we can't talk about this. There is a still shot of her when she is.
I don't know if that's true.
It is true. It is true. It is 100% true.
Okay. I got a fact. I'm not going to say you're wrong because I notoriously I don't like trailers. But it definitely wasn't any of the first ones.
It was not in the first one. It was in the second one, I believe. And so I also started watching like YouTube videos leading up to the movie, people talking about it, where she was really speculated on.
Okay. All right. Well, I missed that. So I'm not going to say you're wrong, but I feel like they tried to hide her for a reason, and you just ruined it for everybody.
I did not ruin a thing. I did not ruin a thing.
You ruined it for everybody. What was your score, 1 to 100 for it?
1 to 100? I don't know. 93.
Oh, wow.
I'm not a horror movie person like you. So
well, sure, no, I'm not an expert. I just watch movies, bro. I'm not an expert. I did not give it a 93. I gave it, I believe, a 78. I believe. So
okay.
more of what I made in school, you know, just that C+ range. But I liked it. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad it got you out to the cinema.
I need to go watch Barbarian.
What did your date think about it? Did she like it?
She said it was fine.
She said it was fine.
She said it was fine.
Sounds like a 78. She had it as a 78. Did you buy her popcorn?
Yeah. I'm now looking the trailer. Because I know she was in the teaser. She was in something. She was in the teaser of the trailer.
I didn't see her if she was, and I feel like you spoiled the movie for a lot of people. A lot of good, honest people.
Give me a break.
A lot of good, honest people.
Give me a break. Give me a break. They've had a week to go see it. They
haven't had all week. It came out on Thursday. Today's Tuesday. They ain't even had a full week. But yeah, go if you liked it. I mean, I don't think you'll like Barbarian.
Okay.
I might be wrong. I don't really know your movie sensibilities. I liked Barbarian good enough, but I've never rewatched it.
Okay.
I might go rewatch it tonight before the LA Sparks and New York Liberty game. I gotta find something to do until 10 p.m.
What's
You laugh, but my girl Ray Burrell, she's been balling.
What is it, like a big game or something?
I mean, the Sparks are fighting for a playoff spot. They're hot. They're hot right now.
Okay.
They've won like 8 of their last 10 or something crazy like that, or like maybe 7 of the last 9. I don't know. I like watching them. I like watching Kelsey Plum. She kind of does it for me. And I got to be honest, the girl that looks like Pete Davidson, De'Erica Handy, she kind of does it for me too. But she does look just like Pete Davidson, so then I wonder.
Who is the best team in the WNBA?
The Minnesota Lynx. My girl Nafisa Collier. I want you to look her up because I maintain she is one of the most desirable women in the world, and people have been roasting me for this. I got roasted on the radio about it. Now, I'm talking about the total package, and you might not like her just in her uniform, but see if you can find her Instagram.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl.
She's a beautiful woman. She's the best in the game. Good mother.
Gorgeous skin.
Likes white boys. To me, she's a total package. I went to watch her when I was in Vegas. They were playing the Aces, and I went to a WNBA game while I was in Vegas.
She looks, I'll say this, she looks like
sweet.
A very nice and
sweet.
She looks shockingly normal for a women's basketball player. And you can read into that statement whatever you will, but this girl is awesome.
I maintain she's the most desirable woman in the league, and people have been ridiculing me. What about Sophie Cunningham? Get the hell out of here.
Sophie Cunningham's a nice-looking lady.
That's fine. Nafisa clears all day, every day. Sophie's barely a role player, bro. Nafisa's the star of the league. She's gonna
Sophie Cunningham's not good?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she's a role player. I mean, she's the 3-and-D girl. You know what I mean? 3-and-D, am I right? But no, that's what she does. She just plays defense and tries to hit some threes. Nafisa's the bleeping MVP of the league.
Is she?
She won this year.
Not that Boston girl, or
no, you're thinking of Asia Wilson, but
Asia Wilson. Why was I thinking
back
Boston?
to back. Well, Leah Boston. I mean, she plays for the Fever with Caitlin, but no, it'll be Nafisa. And also, she's a businesswoman. She started that 3-on-3 league. They got the girls more money.
And she has a white husband.
And she's got a white husband. She does it for me.
And I mean, I support white male black woman.
That's why the league hates her. That's why they don't push her. You didn't even know she was the best player in the league.
That's why ESPN kicks Sage Steele out.
No, they let Malika Andrews still. Malika Andrews has got a white husband.
Oh, that's right. She Dave.
Yeah, Dave McMenamin. He gets to be on the show with her. Like they're okay with that.
She's a nice looking lady too.
Yeah, it's not the ESPN that's the problem. It's the culture of the W. You know what I mean? We see it a little bit in Knoxville here with the way they treat our Lady Vols.
What about Ruby Whitehorn?
What about her?
Breaking down that door.
Sometimes we can't let doors get in the way of love, brother. Sometimes she wasn't
gonna be denied. That's what you want when she's driving hard in the paint.
No, you can't make these jokes. This is sexist of you to make these jokes. If this was a,
I was about to rag on Chris Brazzell for giving the cop his passport. I left my driver's license at home. You left your driver's license at home, but you have your passport in your back pocket?
I didn't see that detail. That's tough.
Yeah,
if it was a guy kicking down his girlfriend's door like Ruby Whitehorn, we wouldn't be making these jokes. We can't be sexist. We got to be fair. Girls are violent too, and we can't laugh at it, because if we wouldn't laugh if it was a guy, we'd all be up in arms about that. So we can't let the girls off. Like if Shamika Holsquall, she gets to keep her avenue, right? Like didn't she shoot up? Didn't she threaten to shoot up?
It was something involving a gun, yeah.
Like she threatened to shoot up her ex-lover. It's like, it happens. Shamika, she's still cool. If that had been Eric Berry shooting up something, we'd be like, whoa, Eric, you can't do that. I'm just saying, we can't perpetrate that double standard.
You got a point. There's no more persecuted creature in the world than men.
The straight male is fighting for his life.
So we're out here dying on the streets. It's amazing we can find the time to make this podcast.
Can't even make a damn horror movie without people calling it transphobic.
I know.
The idea of wearing a wig is not transphobic.
No.
The woman
you just spoiled it. You just spoiled it.
The woman was supposed to be ugly. It's not transphobic. Did your theater laugh the first time they showed her on screen, though? Because mine did.
I did. Yeah, I did. I laughed.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you not?
I can't believe you spoiled this movie for everybody. That's crazy.
How cool is Josh Brolin, though?
Yeah. Now, is it Brolin or Brolin? Because now I'm
Brolin. I don't know.
I've always called him Brolin, but now I'm nervous after you got me with the window.
I think it's Brolin. I think it's Brolin. I mean, he's cool.
I thought him and Julia Garner, aka that little white trash girl from Ozark, I thought they both did great.
And the
little boy, he did great.
He was awesome.
Yeah, he was giving me Haley Joel Osment vibes. He's this generation's Haley Joel Osment.
I love the principal, and everything I ever see him in, I love him. You're gonna have to fucking kill me.
You ever seen Ozark? That's great. Why she screams in Ozark.
I've never seen Ozark.
Oh, then you probably didn't.
So that's what she's from?
Yeah, that's what got her famous. I mean, she's been in a lot now. I mean, she was in that Wolfman movie at the beginning of the year. She was in the new Fantastic Four. I mean, she's having a moment. She's becoming a B-plus, A-list type of star.
He did say he might.
Ozark's the first time I saw her.
He might re-explore this universe in another movie.
I figured that the success of this one, both critically and I assume at the box office, although I haven't seen numbers, I assume they would at least explore like a prequel, if not a sequel.
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
What's the next date night at the movies with you and your lovers?
Are there any good movies coming out?
If you haven't seen Together, you might like that one if you're on a little bit of a horror kick. Allison Brie and Dave Franco. I liked that one more than the one we just watched. It's out in theaters right now too, and I love me some.
What was the name of that other A24 movie with Joaquin Phoenix?
Eddington.
Is that still out?
I'd imagine it's still out, but it's probably getting close to the end of its run. You would have liked it a lot.
Yeah, it did look pretty good.
I'd be close.
Man, how many?
I'd be close taking your women to those type of movies though, because you're going to find out a lot about them politically in Eddington. If you're laughing at the parts that they're not laughing at, that might be a red flag. It's a fair. I think it gives equal time. Making fun of both sides pretty good, but like.
Well, I mean, that's why I got hated on.
But if you're laughing at the wrong parts, she might be looking at you side eye.
I don't know what you're trying to.
That hot fudge sundae might be eaten by yourself.
I don't know what you're trying to say about my political leanings.
I'm saying this. All I'm saying is it might not match up with hers. It might. It might be a good aphrodisiac for you. I don't know.
There was about 10 previews before the movie Friday night. I mean, it was unbelievable how many previews there were.
I don't typically go to IMAX, but I will say shout out to them because the amount of previews they show you in IMAX seems to be a lot shorter than the ones they do in regular movies. The regular movies have eclipsed 25 minutes now.
Yeah, it was 30 minutes of previews.
It used to be 19. Then it shot up to 22, and now I like to clock it. Last time I was in a regular one was like 27 minutes. By the time, like all of them, by the time they just from the time it says it starts to the time the damn credits come on.
And I like the previews, but some of these previews were terrible. I can't even remember them. They were just terrible.
I hate the previews because they give too much away in the movies. I don't like. Word of mouth will get me. Buzz will get me.
Yeah.
Buzz will get me. All right. Anything else?
That's all I got. I love you. It's great to talk to you.
Sorry to everybody in the audience that Seth spoiled the movie.
Oh, this is just not true.
Sorry to Seth's other girlfriends that were listening that didn't get to go to weapons. Apologies for that, too.
I love you, buddy.